know, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome in my
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tell You What podcast, live on a Sunday night with me, Sean McLevy, and my fantastic co-host, Mr. Talal Jamal. Back, Talal.
Yes, all good. I'm Halloweened out, Sean. You know, still snacking on those trick or treats. But yeah, all good. Sunday night. What better? No better place to be. No better person to be talking to.
That's it. You know you're up good when you're on the stream with the boys on a Sunday night. We've got actually a class show coming up today, so we've got we're going to chat all the football that's happened this weekend. Arsenal, be it City, be it United, new manager, the Autumn International Series and the rugby that's coming up, who Ireland are playing, England getting beat by New Zealand. We've also got Tommy McCarthy joining the podcast. He's coming on. We're getting exclusive interview with him. The man hasn't even breathed since stepping out of the ring on Friday night, and we have got him here for you people, and we are going to have him on probably in around the next 20-30 minutes. We'll have Tommy on, but until we get Tommy on, Talal, how has your week been?
My week's been pretty good. It has been. Obviously, following on from my success of last weekend of winning best dressed daddy at the Derry Tresk Pumpkin Patch Day, you know, like I thought, you know, I just sometimes life just all falls into place for you, Sean. You know, and that's exactly what's happened. It has been. I've actually started. I'm reading a script now for a new play.
Right.
It's called Drinking Habits. It's going to be in the Crack Theatre in March time.
Nice.
Yeah, so it involves me and our friend of the podcast, Soupy. Soupy's in it as well
nice,
again.
Nice.
Yeah, so jump the ditch to theatre. I always say every year that's it, I'm done, but I always get roped back into it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know if people might know this or might not. I do love doing a bit of acting. But now I am like
live theater.
So shit. I'm like not a good actor. And my character in the play has a stutter.
Oh, perfect.
Right? No, it's not, because I only stutter. The whole point of my stutter is I only stutter when I'm talking to this specific character.
Okay.
But when I've been doing the read-throughs, I'm stuttering to everybody, so it makes no sense. So the pressure is on me to not stutter. Why
would they not pick someone that doesn't stutter and then can turn it on and off like a wee cue? Or is this? Do you know what this is? Is this bullshit of actors are losing their jobs? Is this crap? You're sitting there going, I am the stutter, and someone's going to steal my stutter role here. I was born to do this.
No, let me tell you something, Sean. It's not that. We have we're a very small theatre group with very limited actors.
All right, okay.
And when I say limited, I don't even mean by talent wise, just numbers wise. So
okay,
it essentially is like I'm playing a 24-year-old, like, so like that's a stretch.
Yeah.
I haven't looked 24 since I was 14, Sean. You know what I mean? So it's but yeah, looking forward to that. What did I do also? I had a gig last night in Craigie.
Is one of them Creagh? It could be Crea, it could be Craig, it could be anything.
I think it's Craigie. Okay. Home of Orangefield Football Club. So definitely not Korea.
Yeah.
You know what? It's one of those ones where you arrive and you go, it's going to be a shit show, and delivered.
Oh, really?
No, it was actually
going to be.
No, it wasn't. It was actually a decent gig. It just so happened when I went on stage, the mic just stopped working. Wireless mic.
The racist
something happens here. Racist mic, right? There's a bit in my set where I refer to being Muslim.
Right.
Got booed.
No way.
Proper boo, like.
Did it get booed or did it get booed?
No, boo. It was proper boo, like. Because I actually goes, did you just boo that? And he went, yeah. He goes, yeah, I don't like them.
At least he's honest. At least he's honest with it.
And I was like, well, you're going to love me. I goes, because I'm a I'm a fucking Catholic one.
Yeah, that's that boy's ultimate nightmare coming to his back garden. Like, fuck's sake.
So, but to be fair, like I did, I made a joke. I always sort of looked over and I was making him laugh. So, I think I actually think he was like messing around, but the boo was kind of like an automatic reaction.
Yeah.
And then as I was leaving the gig, fella turns around to, it was Soupy or Adam, goes, "Here, that black guy's very funny."
Oh god.
Like, what is wrong with people? It's like, oh, whatever. Anyway, but yeah,
At least they got that diversity grant in anyway. At least that's
that's
the
it.
main thing.
I am just the token. Jasmine, we need you back. We need you back.
Yeah.
Jasmine Sierra back. She can start filling that quota, you know. But no, that was I done the Four Brothers podcast as well.
No, shout out those guys. Yeah, they're good crack.
Good people. Horrendous drive from where I live today, Patrick.
Yeah,
absolutely horrendous. I drive a manual. I did drive an automatic, and I drive a manual. Yeah. And you sort of forget how to like do hill starts and stuff, right? You're probably going, and you want to smelt the clutch, because there was one bit of the road, there was like roadworks, and it was just a gradual climb for about a mile, and that clutch was under pressure. Like that clutch,
there's nothing gets me going like the smell of a good clutch. Fuck, that's good gear. That is that and petrol.
Yeah. And so Thursday night, Halloween night was good fun too. So yeah, so how was your week, Sean?
Yeah, pretty good. On Tuesday we had RE Comedy Club. I gotta be honest with you, ticket sales haven't been good. I actually put up like a TikTok. If he's going to my TikTok, I put up this TikTok being like, started this club out, nobody bought tickets, but it's okay. We've built it into something brilliant. And I was just going, last week we sold no tickets. I am an absolute sellout. Like,
did you see my Instagram story?
Yeah. So the way I posted it was, it's like, Joe, one of them TikToks where you flick through the photos, and the first one's me going, start a comedy club and it sold no tickets, and Talal lovingly shared it, but only shared the photo of me saying we sold no tickets.
I only realized that. It was going over. I was like, oh shit. So I thought, you know what, I'll address on the podcast. And I was just trying to share your thing. But...
Do you know what it was? It was an absolute dad social media moment. I knew the intent was there. It was up there with the like, your kids obviously are too young to text, like, but it'll get to the stage where one day you'll be interested in what everyone has to say to you on social media. The next day, like, I text my dad, I can text him, well, dad, fucking doing this gig, blah blah blah. Every reaction, thumbs up. That's the only message reply you get from your dad. Like, and I don't know when that comes, but your post was up there with the thumbs up. Or else, if he's really excited, he'll give you a very good. That's it. Arsenal won today. Class, had 50 quid on it, won £100. Very good. That's like the height of like excitement you get out of your dad. But yeah, we had Maddens on Tuesday night. Fuck, it was rough as toast. We had a few people paid in, come upstairs on the night and stuff like that, but town was just quiet, and we actually changed the format of it slightly to just run straight through. So start at 8 o'clock, over by 9, in bed by 9:30. I was loving it. It was great.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But it was still good, like, because you're the biggest advocate of like, RE Comedy Club is a comedian's comedy club. Like, it's perfect. Get what you want out of it. All the punters that were there were like, fuck, you what? That was only an hour. Came upstairs from the downstairs bar, watched it, was dead on, back downstairs again. And Joe, they didn't really lose much out of it by coming in, so it was still good. And then rest of the week, I had a glorious week. My new job, still hanging in there, still working strong, still cashing those checks, working for the man, working for me. And went in and had to go into the office on Tuesday, and there was this digger outside drilling into the fucking pavement, trying to go on kangaroos and all. I was like, oh, it's melt. Boss came around and goes, you know what? That's going to be here for the week. Just work from home the rest of the week. So I'm the most chilled out man in the world right now.
yeah.
And if anyone's watching this from a new job, I was flat out all week. Absolutely.
You have to be.
What was the final thing we did? Oh yeah, and then final thing we do before we go into our news. We hosted our first ever watch along live stream on Friday night.
That is correct. That is very correct. Yes.
So we jumped on, and you know what? Over 50 people have watched it, and I'm delighted about that. 50 people have watched us watch boxing.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm actually, people might be laughing at those numbers, but that's actually like quite impressive for what it was. So yeah, we sat on and watched the boxing that was going on. Tommy McCarthy fighting, Paddy McCrory fighting, loads of Irish fighters on the card. So yeah, I think we're planning on doing more of those. Is there any events coming up that you might want to do watch-alongs with? Tell the people about.
Jake Paul.
Oh yes.
The only and it's streamed live on Netflix.
Now that's kind of an issue for me, but we'll figure that out.
I have a Netflix account. Don't worry.
That's okay. Right, we'll get it sorted. Because look, there's a device in the back of my TV which is wonderful.
Yes.
There's some things I don't think it will pick up. So I don't know
well,
if it'll pick it up or not on the night.
I don't know if I'll have to pay for it on Netflix. So that's I don't
think it's a pay-per-view thing because it's like the Joe Rogan one wasn't. Joe Rogan did a live special and you didn't have to pay for it.
Oh, sweet. Then well, hopefully then. Yeah, all being well because what time's that fight going to be at though?
Fuck knows.
Where is that fight?
Yeah, that is a very good point. Here, if it's on at 3 a.m, me and you, the dedicated listeners, will be up.
Yeah.
I won't be up. Definitely not. It's a watch along, just watching me until I'll sleep.
It's just going. He definitely has sleep apnea. He needs to go to a doctor. Yeah. It's in Texas, Sean.
That's not good. That's not looking good.
No, but surprisingly, how much do you think a ticket is
to go to it?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like $200 or something.
Sorry, that's a lie. I was looking at it's actually at a race course. What? Here, ignore that. I know what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, okay. Doesn't matter. But we're going to do that. What else? We're going to live stream watch. I can't remember. There's other things coming up that we wanted to watch, but just stay tuned and keep an eye out on the page for stuff that's coming up. We'll do some more watch-alongs. Probably more like a couple of Arsenal games maybe that are coming up. Any of the big boxing UFC events. They've actually put on a load of like class cards coming up to Christmas and stuff like that. So we'll just keep an eye out for those. But we go into some local news.
Go for it.
So our local news this week, big news in the world of Al Jamar. Tell us.
Right. Well, here's just something, right? That a local chapel close to where I live, there was a crime committed this morning.
Oh no!
Before the 11:30 mass, I think.
Oh no!
Somebody poured vegetable soup mix all over the. What's that bit called?
Altar.
The altar.
The podium, but
the podium. Sorry, Jean. Sorry.
Oh, here, don't apologize to me. Apologize to the big man.
Sorry about that. But yeah, somebody between 9:30 mass and 11:30 mass has and poured soup mix all over the altar.
Oh no, that's someone that either with my money is on. Do the old doll that sits up the front, like that loves it.
Yeah.
Probably a touch of dementia, had the soup mix on her, didn't realize, fell out of her pocket. That's probably what has happened there.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where it's like, I don't know. Here, if anybody knows anything, please contact. Send it to me. I'll pass it on. You will remain anonymous. We all, because like I'm in a couple of like WhatsApp groups for the surrounding area, but for like different things for parents and different clubs and stuff. And it was just like, we need to find out who this was. This is an absolute disgrace. I'm wondering if they're going, well, like there's only non-Catholic in the area is Talal Jomar. I wonder if she.
Yeah, you're number one suspect.
Is this like, has he declared jihad on the Catholic Church by his soup? Like they're really.
Hey, let me tell you something. You wouldn't waste food like that. You wouldn't.
No, not.
If it was like, I'm trying to think what you would have left behind. I don't know. I was going to say something really rude there, but no.
Like pork.
Pork.
Sandwiches.
Fucking just taking all over the altar. Val Jamar was here. Yeah. Now we know you don't touch. We don't know you don't touch that shit. That was good, Dad.
I wouldn't mess with that stuff now.
So they're treating it as a hate crime then. They're not even going like, oh, this could have been.
No, it's a proper full-on investigation. I think there's going to be like there was like a live feed from like Facebook page going, "This is an
Yeah.
absolute disgrace." It's almost like, you know, when you see like those, if anybody's, if for like a missing child or like a missing person, if
Yeah.
anybody has any information, and no matter how little you think, you know, how relevant it could be, it's like, you know, all the like surrounding supermarkets are all having to replay their CCTV. Who's been buying soup?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Every petrol station they're saying who stopped off for fuel within like 10 mile radius.
It is. So stay tuned for next week. We'll see has the culprit been caught.
I'm gonna hear bold claim. I'm gonna say it was the priest. I bet you the priest didn't realize he had one of them gowns on. There was a hole in the pocket, and he had a load of soup mix in it. I just just fucking fell down the side of it. It's gonna be a done case by the time Mac Levy's down there looking at it.
I think it's a complete conspiracy, like just to try and get people in to the 11:30 mass, because it was released before the 11:30 mass. So I think it was like a
come see the soup mix.
Come see the soup mix.
See if this happened, right? See if this happened back in the day of Jesus and the Bible.
Yes.
And stuff. This would be in the book. This would be God sent down soup mix to the altar, and this is an unbelievable story. See, because it happens now, everyone just goes, well, obviously someone just dropped some soup mix or some kid broke in thing. But if that's back in the Bible days when it got written, they're all like,
oh, wow.
It's a miracle. The big man has sent us down soup mix just when soup season starts. Fucking class.
So I actually went down myself, to be fair, just to
have a look.
Yeah, a couple of crusty rolls with me, but you know.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's been going on in the world of me this week. I have famously said I am not a man that can dedicate myself to one barber. A few reasons for that. One, I hate the small talk. Like, I just can't stand barber small talk. Two, I find lad banter a bit too much. It's why I don't work in building sites. And barbers tend to have the same banter. Do you know, football slagging, hate their wives. That sort of like that sort of cracks you. I don't particularly like it, but I have found the answer. Right, I've got a new haircut on. Well, a new haircut. It looks the exact same as every haircut I get. And I did for a while drop in and out of the Turkish barbers because I felt like it was kind of like going to Turkish barbers is kind of like going to the boss man to get a kebab. You know what I mean? You feel like there's some bond in there. Broken English, sort of. You get a wee vibe for them, but then you realize we don't have anything here. You're just here to get money out of it. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
They're just buttering you up. But I found a new barber, and I booked in 5-minute walk away from my house. Absolutely perfect. And hear this, lesbian barber.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? She's a woman. I can probably pay her less. No.
Clip it.
This is not old school sectarian or fucking whatever banter, sexist banter. That's just me having a low job. But fuck's sake, this is live.
I know. It makes it better.
Whatever. But anyway, yeah. So turns out she's a lesbian, right? And she has her own wee place. 15 quid haircuts, absolutely the ticket. And
15 quid?
Yep, 15 quid's good. Don't you be pulling that face. 15 quid up in my neck of the woods is good value. How much would you pay for a haircut?
Oh, tenner.
Now, let's address the here. Hang on. There's a lot less hair for her to cut on you than there is on me.
Right, but even before I had the Homer Simpson, I was still a tenner. So that's fucking.
Yeah, no, I do think a tenner is the right amount, but Belfast, like 21 quid, 25 quid. Some boys are like, it's. No wonder they're going to Australia. No wonder they're fucking emigrating.
See, that's the thing. If I had a proper hair, like if I could get like a proper haircut, like, you know, I probably wouldn't begrudge paying 21 quid, but I'm just like, whereas like now I'm paying tenner, and he's cutting her, but sometimes I actually just think he just ruffles his hand on it and just falls out himself. Or he does the old classic. He picks up other hair off the floor and throws it down. Will you walk in? That's took a good bit off there today. Yeah. But no, I'm a loyal. I'm a loyal. Oh yeah. See, I want to be loyal. I just can't be. You know, that's a me problem. But how long have you been under your barber for? Oh, years. So I used to go to a fella called Collie McCann, and his barbershop was class. Okay. He had the tunes pumping. He used to go to maybe on a Friday. I used to go on a Friday evening, all like couple of lads would be there. You crack open a beer. It was proper crack. Like
Did
you
he
had a
have FIFA
PlayStation
at all?
going. Oh,
Yeah,
it was proper boy, like proper boys club.
Massive. Yeah.
Then he moved to because he didn't earn the money. Then he moved to Armagh, and then it was too much of a drive for me. It was too much of a drive for me in the morning. So I go to another guy now, Manus McGrath, and I actually like him because his small talk isn't like, you know, you say barbers is like that is like. Well, so would you phrase it like construction site sort of banter? His is
full on like
his is like TV shows, movies, like stuff I'm actually interested in, and he will always ask how stand-up's going, which is great.
That's good. That is good. Yeah. You have to let that slide out though when you go for a haircut. Most places I go to, they're like, "Oh, what do you have tonight?" And a wee gig. But I'll not say a lot, and then they go, "Oh, what do you do? You play music?" Comedian.
Comedian, yeah. So it's Manus McGrath and a fella called Glenn. Though I do go to Manus McGrath. I'll wait for Manus. I'll wait for Manus. It's good.
I used to do that in the barber place. I used to go in and they'd all look at you. Like, because I used to love walking places. I don't really like booking things. So just, stuff's annoying. Belfast, I just have to book stuff. Just right. But I used to go into a place like fucking packing, and you just sit there and they'd all be free, bar one barber down the end. His name was Lee. I'm like, nah, I'm waiting for Lee. And you just see them being like, fuck you. Like,
or it's like them two guys don't care. Like,
no.
No, it's good. It's good, crack. But yeah, so you've found your new barbershop. Go on ahead.
Yeah, that's the most exciting thing that's happened to me this week. I've found the one. Do you know what it is though with haircuts? I just like convenience and I don't like booking. I just hate like. Fair enough. There's one barbershop I went to in Belfast and they would be finished cutting your hair and like, when do you want to be booked in? And I goes, I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. Never mind.
Yeah.
Back in here and he goes, well, your hair will probably grow out in like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I know what you're at.
Yes.
I played this game and I'm not signing up for it here.
No, you're too long on the tooth, Sean, for that.
This is so bad. Do you know what I realized this week? I hate people that are the exact same as me. I meet people that are like me and I'm like, he's a prick. And then I'm going, that's me. That's exactly how I go on.
Yeah. But you have to respect it. You have to respect the hustle. That's it.
I'm out there seeing them hustling and going, you know what? I respect this. I see what you're doing and I honor it, but I'll not be the guy that falls for this. You need to find some suckers.
Yeah. But yeah, so
I'm not the one.
Halloween night took the two kids trick or treating.
Nice.
And I feel as if I've like earned the bronze medal or like the bronze level now. I'm like moving into the next level of like completing being a dad, because I was the only daddy that was out with their children trick or treating.
No way.
And I was fully I was fully dressed up, skeleton, unicorn, blow up suit, in an area people know who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's perfect.
You know what? But as I said, it was like my wee girl was so proud of the fact that I was also a unicorn, a wee lad. Mm-hmm. He was told everybody I was a skeleton horse or something, and it was great. Like they loved it, so it was but it's like, see, even like the banter was the same at every single house. So like they'd come out and go, "Oh, do you want some half of that horse you're on there?" I'm like, "Nah, but it's a fucking unicorn. Get it right."
Oh, you silly bastard! Yeah, it's a unicorn.
and I thought I was like proper having a laugh. I'm like, "Hey, that's it. It's a fucking unicorn, lad. Come on there."
Yeah.
And jeebers, we walked. The estate was massive, and like it's hard to walk in, and it's like, because it's airtight, as in like it's like one of them ones that you turn on and it like blows up, so everything has to be like super tight so the air doesn't escape.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's sea taking it off. You know, it could have walked in a village in Africa. Let me tell you that.
I was gonna say it's gonna be like one of them sweatsuits.
Oh,
you're training for the boxing.
It was. I tell you. Well, I'm gonna say, Tommy, see if your next fight, get the skeleton unicorn on.
Yeah.
Do a lot of rounds.
You don't need to bring the horse to the water in that situation. The fucking horse is drowning from the inside out.
I tell you. But even like a few other classics pulled out, you know, especially the ones that sort of new. They've been putting the sweets in the two kids as we like bucket thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, make sure you don't give him to your dog. He's big enough. And I go, no, she can tell. Look at this unicorn. It's under some pressure because basically it looks like I'm sitting on the unicorn.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, look, this fucking thing's under some pressure here. You know what I mean?
I'm actually, I didn't get one trick or treater, and I live in a decently built up area. Like, couldn't believe it.
That's a gripe. I have seen people who live in the state like, fucking open the door.
Exactly.
Yeah, open the door. Open the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's people who take it to the next level. Like, they must have had at least 300 like Halloween bags pre-made, which speeds up the whole process because they just drop one wee bag. They drop one wee bag into. Yeah.
That's like people that like. Do you ever see these people that like take like cereal boxes and pour them into like empty plastic ones? You're like, you've just done the exact. Do you know these like over organizers?
Yeah.
They're like over prepped. That fucking drives me nuts. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But right, we're going to get into some sports talk now. We've got an absolutely brilliant guest joining us, the one and only Mr. Tommy McCarthy. Let's enjoy this, folks. Tommy, what is the crack?
Tommy, what's the crack?
Oh, good.
I tell you what, that is not a man that looks like he's just been in a boxing fight on Friday night. That is
Well,
not a scrape on you.
You know what I mean?
I look like I was fighting him on Friday night.
No, it was a handy week fight, Nick, so come out unscathed, thank God. And back out again in February.
Oh, you've got one lined up already, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we getting an exclusive here? Or do we have any names yet or anything where it's going to be?
No, that's as far as I can tell you right now.
Right, okay.
But February, yes. And it'll be in Belfast, so.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, in Belfast, right, okay. Very good. Nice. Fuck. So, I wanted to ask you about Friday night. So, friend that was watching, we did like a live stream watch along as well. So, we're reacting to all the fights and stuff we got. Yeah. Did you enjoy the fact that your fight was kind of like low key, not as much pressure on it as maybe some of your previous fights have been?
Well, the fight was the guy who I fought was a last minute replacement. Yeah. So it was just kind of like it was all like a mess, in the build up to it. Because meant to be fighting a guy from Tanzania, and his visa got declined. Oh, so this guy was the last. He stepped in last minute from England, but yeah, I did enjoy the fight because it was 9 months since I fought, so it was good, like to get in under the lights and all, and in the Odyssey, and it was empty, like, but. It was still good to get in there and enjoyed it.
Do you prefer to fight at home or away? Like, would you rather like fight in like Spain or somewhere like that, or would you rather fight at home?
Yeah, I enjoy the away days, to be honest, because it's just like they get to travel. Them kind of experiences. It's obviously it's good to have the home support net, but you want to go through your career and seeing different places.
Yeah. But I mean, is there more like pressure on you when you're fighting at home? As in, like, do you feel as if you really need to like put on a show, or?
Sometimes, you do feel that way because all your friends and family, they're all there, and you know that everyone all that because you're known for being a boxer in your area, so then. People who haven't seen you before go, fuck, let's see what all the fuss is about. So, you have to put on a show. But the same pressure is like when you go away because usually when you go to a different country, you're going to their backyard. So everyone hates you anyway. So you're like, I have to come and do the business here.
There's something about being that villain arc, isn't there? When like you walk into someone's back garden, because like you see some of the UFC fighters do it. Who was it? There's a couple of the boys that went over and made their UFC debuts in France and stuff like that. And they were giving dogs abuse. Like,
oh yeah, your fella Keelan Lahern.
Yeah, he was giving dogs, but the problem with that is then you have to follow it up, don't you? That's like the next big thing. Like you look like cunt if you don't.
And the fake fans for boxing or MMA, they're all there and they're on the gargle. And then the testosterone's flying because it's fighting. And they're like, so anyone who's, who they're not supporting, you're just getting complete dogs abuse. But then at the end, in my experience, every time the fans then end up respecting it, and then it all does a complete 180 after the fight. But
Yeah.
before the fight, I don't know if you've heard me doing a wee bit about it in my stand up about going away to fight and getting abused on the way to the ring.
Mhm.
Like that's all true.
Yeah.
I just used to getting abused going to the ring. I remember being at the Michael Collin was fighting in the Fela a few years ago, and as Sean was walking to the ring, Sean McComb was walking to the ring. His brother was getting taken out of the place. I think it was his brother. I think
it was, yeah, it's his big brother, Dean.
I can just go, this is man, and the abuse. But then
That's like a friggin' highlight reel moment for Fela history. Everyone I talked to about the Fela, goes, Sean McComb's brother getting trailed out as he was walking in. The whole of Ireland knows about it.
But it was, but I just remember like some of the stuff I heard being shouted at some of the boys that were like, especially if they were from like England or somewhere, the abuse they were getting. This is mental. It's crazy. I was like, I just don't know why anybody decides I'm going to be a pro boxer. Like,
well, you don't realize that it's going to happen until you get there. Because when you start boxing, you're a kid and everyone's all behind you. Well done, son. That's it. And no one abuses kids, and then next thing you grow up and you're like, fuck you, you're like
That's why you're better off being like some of these like Filipinos or like South Americans that don't speak any English. Like the boy that fought Lewis Crocker there in the Ulster Hall, he came out with a fucking tricolor and everything on him for his last fight.
I know.
He was walking out
in the changing room.
He was like, why am I getting booed?
I know, he had no idea. Then after a fight, he came back into the changing room and his manager still spoke a wee bit English, and he was like, do they have two flags in Ireland? Whole different conversation. Haven't got time to get into this.
I seen Lewis Crocker after that fight. He came to like a open mic gig just by chance in Belfast, and I was on, and the guy that was running the gig, it was one of these ones where it was like 10 people, and Lewis Crocker was one of them, and the guy didn't know who he was that was running the gig, but he got on stage, and before he brought me on to MC, he gave Lewis Crocker the whole, we've got a wee celebrity in tonight. A wee celebrity. His name's Lewis. What's your second name again? Lewis Crocker.
Lewis, you can say shy guy as well.
But he was raging that he couldn't remember his name. He's getting all scundered and all. He's like, fuck's sake and all. And he's like, if anyone hackles tonight, Lewis is gonna beat them up and all. It was real like weird banter, and I was going, oh fuck. So I came on as MC, and I was just like, Lewis, what a kick in the balls, mate. The guy says you're a celebrity, doesn't even know your name. And we were chatting about his last fight, and I was saying, what about that fella you fought fucking walking out with the Irish, the tricolour and all in the Ulster Hall? And he was, Lewis was like, yeah, mate, what are the chances of him walking out with the wrong flag? And I was like, hey, Lewis, that was the right fucking flag.
Hey, you're a fucking brave man, Sean. Brave man.
Hey. Me and Tommy have a lot of
fought Tyrone.
Did you go to as well, yeah.
And Lewis was from Sandy Row. And that's where I go to get my haircut. So in the week before the fight, I was over in a barber. I was getting dogs abuse from the locals. And then I done a gig the week after that fight in the Linfield Supporters Club. And no joke, I went talking about getting heckled on the way to the ring. On the way to the stage, big group of them had all these inflatable crocodiles. They all started booing me, come to the stage. I got what can. But then I won them over, thank God.
Happy days. Is there anything from doing stand-up that you've been able to take into the ring with you? Obviously, it's two different things, but is there anything like...
It's not that different, to be honest, that, like psychologically, but it's the thing about stand-up, I started doing it just like for the crack, and then it has took the price from me. So if I have that kind of mentality in boxing, because I always feel loads of pressure coming in there for it. But if I just go in for more of the enjoyment aspect, then I won't feel the same way. Because with boxing, I'm like, I don't want to lose. Like, that'll be the worst thing. And that's why I always get so, like, not nervous, but like, anxious.
Yeah.
But with comedy, because I just kind of fell into comedy, if they don't laugh, like, I don't care. So if I should have that attitude in boxing, like if you get beat, so what? Like don't think about the result, just go out and enjoy myself.
We were saying that recently about boxing, like the consequences of like just a stand up having a bad gig isn't that catastrophic, you know, you just bounce back, whatever. But for some reason in boxing, they've made this thing now. If you lose one fight, you go from wherever rank you are to the bottom floor. Like, and
I know.
what is? I think I hope it's getting away from that a bit more. You see guys lose
It just
one fight.
depends on the management, really. Like, there's guys, if you look at, I always like to say Derek Chisora as a source. This guy who probably lost 11 of his last 14 fights, but he's always in the mix. He get beat by Usyk, and then next thing he beat by Tyson Fury, and then gets a wee win, and fights Tyson Fury again. Like, he's fought Tyson Fury 3 times.
Yeah,
he gets stopped twice. Fought Dillian Whyte twice, get knocked out. Fought what's his name, Klitschko. Like, he keeps fighting Joseph Parker and getting beat, but fighting top names, fighting for a world title all the time. But he keeps getting beat. But it's just like good management and good, like, the way he's been able to market himself. But there's other guys, you know, they get beaten, you never hear them again.
Do you think that's just like a manager giving up on them sort of thing?
Yeah.
Just goes your shit. That's you, on
That's it, but like, if you put it in the comedy context, like, say you've been killing all the gigs, and then you do one and it flops, and then you just don't get booked again. Like, I'm still here, like, I'm ready to do a show, but no one just asks me again.
I'll say this much: if that was the case, I would have stopped doing stand up fucking like 2 weeks in. That would have been the end of me.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, because I know we only have this for a short period of time. What do you sort of see yourself coming to? Because like people were saying after your last fight, like, oh, are you going to retire? Are you going to walk away? I seen you had like a good conversation with Kakachi and stuff like that, and seeing him get the world championship. Do you see yourself a few more years in the game, building up towards like a big fight? What is it like you're aiming for?
Yeah, that's what plan. I want to have, so I want to get the 30 fights, but so that's going to be 3 more fights. So within the next 3 fights, I want to be challenging for a world title. So that's my plan. Like, and then I don't want to box past 36.
Okay.
You know, so I got a couple more years to box, and then I'll retire. Hopefully, everything intact. But like you said, I was thinking about retiring because comedy was going so well for me. I was like, I want to go full time with it. But again, it's hard, you know, to start a journey. Most top comedians are like at least 10 years in the game, 10 years plus. So like you have to be in for the long haul. It's the same with boxing. So I'm boxing over 20 years. So at this stage, the step out and start a new journey. Like, let me just finish this path first, and then
it's sort of that thing though that you see like a lot of sort of good smart business sports people do now. Like you've got like the Kelseys doing it. I remember like Brenton Schaub did it. You like you can sort of start to see the end of like your sporting career, and then you need to start like, you know, diversifying into everything. So obviously like Whiskey and White's going flying for you. You've got the new short, The Spar, which me and Tal watched, was obviously class.
That was great.
You've that going as well. So do you see yourself maybe going down like the entertainment route and stuff like that as well, building those?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, those, like, I'm not colored for hard labor, so entertainment where I want to
go. Yeah, trust me. Yeah.
And do you hear any more back from the BBC about The Spar and stuff like that, or do you have more of a script plan?
They're just me and Tyrone written the script. We've written a series, 6 episodes. So they just were singing praises for the pilot episode, and we're just waiting to hear back now whether we're going to get the funding for the series or not.
And would the series be like longer episodes, or that same sort of
30-minute episodes? Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, class.
Yeah,
that's perfect. That's all. Yeah. That's all you need. 30 minutes. See us hour-long episode shade. No interest. 30 minutes.
I don't know. Smart way, like even films now. I was looking at every movie's on for 2 hours at least. Like, geez, I don't have the time to watch it because the bedtime will be coming in.
Well, you could watch a 2-hour movie or like 120 60-second TikToks. I know what I'm hard like.
But yeah,
anything else? We'll wrap up here. But Tommy, thank you very much for jumping on the stream.
And thanks for
Thanks
having
very
me,
much,
lads.
Yes, we'll keep eye on your socials for any
Yes.
upcoming fight news and stuff like that, and we'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for coming on, Tommy.
Yeah,
Good
come
luck.
on,
Right,
Tommy,
no
thank
more.
you.
See you later. Bye.
Congratulations again. There he is.
Tommy McCarthy, everybody. What a guy, huh?
What a legend.
What a hero.
legend.
What a hero.
What a
I actually I was gonna kiss his ass more there on that what do you call it, spar thing, because I thought it was absolutely class.
I thought you were going to say, look, if you need someone to actually spar, I'm a winning boxer at the minute.
It was right there. Tip of my tongue. When I brought him on, I was gonna say, look, he's back to winning ways. He came off a loss there. It's me, but we've also got Tommy McCarthy on the screen.
That's what you should have done. That was good.
I can't keep talking. That was a good crack. Thank you very much for Tommy for coming on. We're going to hopefully get a few more guests involved as well. But before we end the episode, we've obviously got our global sport news to come up to you. So we're talking football. We're talking I'm going to sound pure. What do you call him on Jim Greaves? Should Mikel Arteta be sacked? Should he be let go? Which makes you, unfortunately, what do you call the other guy?
I don't know.
The guy who's Crystal Palace. No, the guy who's Palace.
Oh, Simon Jordan.
You're Simon Jordan here in this situation.
No.
Right. No, we'll go. So what we did was we'll give an overview on the sports that we were watching on the weekend, and then we've got some lovely hot takes to round us out for the episode. So thank you everyone that sent in some hot takes. Before we get into those, though, the devastating news: Arsenal, another loss. Haven't won in over a month in the league.
Do you want to know something? A lot of my friends would call me a negative Nelly when it comes to Arsenal, right? That they would say this to me, and maybe it is. Maybe I'm always a bit pessimistic when it comes to Arsenal, but I did say at the end of the transfer window we were very, very, very short in quality in the final third, and that is basically being proven to be the truth. I think we would win the league this year? No.
Wait, based off the transfer window, or do you think if they had a good transfer window, they could have went and won the league?
Like, I think we were down out for a striker, like absolutely crying out for one. We needed maybe just a bit of another winger to cover Saka. So whenever we brought in Sterling, I went, you know what? He's not going to light up the world, but he's a quality player. He's experienced. Yeah. It's fine. I'm on about the lesser teams. You could probably start a Sterling, gives Saka a rest.
Give him a rest.
Odegaard was the one who was kind of going, if he ever gets injured, like, we're in proper
trouble. There's no one to replace him, though, but it just turns out that Smith Rowe was ripping it up for Fulham, and you're going, fuck.
Yeah, but like, this is the thing. At the time, I was like, yes, emotional, because like Smith Rowe, he'll end. You know what I mean? You just love those guys. But I was at the end of the last season, I was like, right, Smith Rowe has to go, Reece Nelson has to go, and Nketiah has to go.
Yeah.
So whenever I seen those players going, I went, well, this is actually pretty good, because they're not at that level. Like, you can get a better player than Smith. If you look at City, like, City can drop a Jack Grealish and they can drop a Kevin De Bruyne and replace him with, not like for like, but like a really good player.
I know that's what you're up against, but like, that's not realistic either. Like, they are. They're insane. I think the problem that Arsenal have at the minute is you've got Thomas Partey, who's been arguably player of the season, playing in right back. I don't give a fuck who's injured. You don't take David Raya out of nets to play right back. But do you know what I mean? Because you're stuck.
I said this about a year ago. Well, sorry, it'll be a year ago in December, and I said it to a friend of mine. I was like, because I've never been fully sold on Arteta. I've never been fully sold on him.
You're one of those.
Simply because he's inexperienced and all this, and he's going to make mistakes along the way, right? But I went, what I don't want him to do is to be as stubborn as Arsene Wenger, and he's as stubborn as Arsene Wenger.
I can agree with that point.
So Thomas Partey played right back against Liverpool last week. Man of the match.
Got away with it though. But yeah.
Arteta's went, that worked. Newcastle, different game. Bring him back in the middle where they have Bruno Guimaraes, Joelinton, big, strong, physical fuckers. Need someone in alongside Declan Rice. If we'd have had Partey, Rice, and Marino, would have been a lot stronger. Like, we lost the midfield battle yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's it. And like Marino's obviously betting, and I think he will be a good player, but he doesn't understand the likes of Newcastle away. Like them foreign players never do. Like he didn't have a clue what he was getting himself in for.
He played for Newcastle. Miguel Marino.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, so right. Okay. Oh, so he did know the crack then.
So he should know the crack, but
the problem I have with Arsenal yesterday, right? So you put Partey in right back, which yes, you're right, very stubborn, shouldn't have done. Need him in the midfield. Put anyone out there. If Ben White, in my eyes, is fit enough to come on for the last 20 minutes, start him for the first half, take him off. Right?
Yes, 100%.
If he's fit enough to come on the pitch at all, he has to start. But anyway, then the final problem I have with all this is, yes, striker, they haven't picked up enough. That they haven't brought in a striker that maybe some people want to. But even if they had brought in a striker, look at where Kai Havertz plays for Arsenal. Everywhere but striker. And I actually don't think he's going to ever play an out-and-out striker in the box. The same way that City had to adapt to like Haaland being an out-and-out striker or whatever term you want to use for it.
But I don't blame Kai Havertz. It's obviously Arteta's telling him to drift out, and like Kai Havertz has proved that he's has been a very good signing for Arsenal. He can score goals if he's in the fucking box. Yeah. Leandro Trossard, there's a phrase used in basketball called sixth man.
Yep.
And there's an award given out for the sixth man of the year award. Trossard is
the best.
Yes, he's good enough. He's good enough to start, but he's the best 12th man to get him. On the bench.
Yeah. I agree.
Martinelli, out the fuck.
Yeah, Martinelli's done it for me.
See you later.
Like everyone says, but he's got phenomenal. Like I do love Martinelli. I have such a soft spot for him. Like I've always been a massive fan of him. But like you can't just go. But he works hard. Like we may as well be playing 5 at the back with him on the pitch if he's just going to go back and defend the whole time.
Yeah, well, see, here's my take on it. It's like working hard. People say, "Oh, well, he works hard," but that's a bare minimum.
That is.
Because, like, I can tell you something right now. If I'm 35 stone, right? If Arteta goes to me, Talal, I need you to cover 15k here. I'm going to pay you 200 grand a week to do it. I'm covered 15k.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Do you think it's all doom and gloom for Arsenal? Think they can turn it around? Odegaard come back maybe in December, or do you think it's
I think no.
You think it's done?
Yeah, it's done.
Arteta's out by the end of the season.
Arteta will not be sacked by Arsenal Football Club, but I will be Arteta out at the end of the season.
You're mental.
I'm not mental.
You're mental because how can you sack the guy? The guy has brought Arsenal from the depths. Look at the state of United at the minute. He's brought Arsenal from that to the table again. We're eating well.
But in that, right? United still won trophies in their fucking whatever they're going through, right? Arteta has never performed in it. And he won the FA Cup in his first year. Whatever, okay, no problem. Okay. Since then, our cup competition form has been nothing short of embarrassing. We performed well in the league the past 2 seasons. This season, we look a worse team than we've looked in a couple of years. Are we good enough to win the Champions League? No. So, like, even a Carabao Cup. Yes, we're this far now. I want to win it. The FA Cup. So he has to deliver the 2 domestic cups for me to say at the end of the season, well, now he's proved to me he can win something. But if he goes a season without us winning, and if we finish a million miles behind City or Liverpool or whoever wins the league, to me, move on.
Really? Do you think Jenkins a better manager? I think the only way you take in a manager that's not Arteta is if you get the likes of like a fucking Carlo Ancelotti, like someone that is literally the resume is just like, here's the proof that I can do it. A Pep Guardiola, for talk's sake. Someone that you can't go and take in another young manager and hope he can turn it around again.
Well, look at Arne Slot. Look what he's done to Liverpool. Like I really thought Liverpool would struggle this year. Like I really did think. Now to be fair, Liverpool's fixtures have been very, very kind. The first opening 10 fixtures, or whatever. Any decent team to play, they've looked shit. But
3 words: new manager bounce. That's all.
I know, but Arsenal never got that. We never.
Yeah, we won an FA Cup off the back of it.
Nah, but I was.
Yes, we did. I'm telling you, I'm telling you now. Liverpool from the end of the season, Arne Slot won't be as a hot ticket as he is at the moment.
That was a COVID FA Cup, same as Liverpool's league title. Who cares? It was during COVID. the world was nuts.
But then the final one. Well, not final one for the football. We'll talk about United in a minute. But City dropping points. They're human.
That's the only
thing that saved the weekend for Arsenal.
Yes, because I think Liverpool's more liable to drop points than City. So we're not I still based on our performances this season, I don't think we'll be in the league. But if somehow Arteta manages to turn it around, I think we're close enough to City that we could, if we hit form, catch them. But 2 massive games for Arsenal this week. Next Sunday's live stream could be just me sitting crying.
Inter Milan away,
Chelsea away.
Chelsea. I can't dare to think what will happen if we lose to Chelsea. But
if we lose if we get beat by Inter and then Chelsea, I'll be your head out. I know it will. I can't get on board with that idea whatsoever. But that's your opinion, and I respect it. Okay.
Minimally.
Anyway.
But anyway. United as well, new manager. I called it. We called it. I said he is in big trouble after that result last week. I genuinely thought they would have given to today. Like I thought today was like at least let him lose today.
But I will say this: absolutely genius by Man United. Big one, right? Will not make his first game be away to Chelsea. Mm-hmm. So they're giving him. He's not starting for a couple of weeks. He must be. Must be a bit of time off before he goes.
That just shows he's smart. That just shows that he's like, I'm not, because apparently he didn't want the job until summer, and they went, it's now or never.
Yeah. So to me, it's like I know nothing about the guy. It seems like Ten Hag, same as Arne Slot. Like I know nothing about these guys, so I can't really comment. Did I think Ten Hag was a good manager? Yeah, I did. I would take him on Arsenal. Like
right now,
I not right now, but
right.
But
fuck
there. But yeah, like I think United let him down with backfill. I just think he handled too many situations wrong.
Yeah, I think he lost. He obviously just lost the dressing room, but he just hasn't done that thing where he's like, United just have the same problem they've had for years, where they just need to weed out the weeds. Like Rashford needs to leave United. I mean, Bruno seems to also have a big personality, and you can say, "Oh, they're great footballers with great potential," but just take the money and just go again and buy someone else. Get me
Rashford at the Emirates.
Get
me
Rashi
at the Emirates.
Get him up top. I think he'd bang for Arsenal. I said it. I thought we should have went for him in the summer there.
He was linked to Arsenal a couple of years ago, and I was like, I would take him in an absolute heartbeat. He is exactly what we need.
Yep. And you'd give him away. I wouldn't play him out in the left either. Down the middle. Get him back in the middle. Actually, no, he play down left now because Martinelli's playing awful. So,
yeah, but even at that, I still. Oh, if I had my choice of striker to get, it would be your guy from Newcastle that scored, Isak.
Yeah. But here, that's what happens when you're Isak, when your striker plays in between the two centre backs.
That's unbelievable.
That's crazy. But right, that's enough Premier League action. The autumn internationals are back. Rugby is back. England lost to New Zealand in the most spectacular fashion ever. Did you see it? No,
what happened?
So the way rugby tends to go down, like sort of a last second drop kick.
Yes.
And 99 times out of 100, think Johnny Wilkinson at World Cup, think Ronan O'Gara against Wales, think fucking Saxon from the halfway line in France. It goes over. Ball gets thrown back to about the 22, maybe like the 30 or so. The England's fly half, and he missed right in front of the post. And England lose the game to New Zealand. It wasn't Farrell. No, it was a different guy. Because if it was Farrell, it would have been even more funny. But it was just, you can actually see like the Twickenham crowd cheering because they all presume it went over, and it goes a good 10 meters wide.
Oh no! There's nothing as bad as that.
There's nothing as satisfying though as slotting a drop kick. Have you ever hit one of those pure? Oh.
A drop, yeah. I've actually, yeah. Hard there. It's a hard thing to master, but yeah, I have done.
It's a nice feeling. Ireland didn't play, but Ireland have upcoming. I'm just looking at the fixtures here. Ireland, New Zealand on Friday. Ireland, Argentina. Ireland, Fiji, and then finished out with Ireland, Australia.
I will say this: I'm not the biggest rugby fan. I'm like.
Mm-hmm. Do you not get behind it for the hype though when everyone's watching it now? Bandwagon Jamar.
Here I will. I'll admit on the podcast here, I am bandwagon when it comes to Irish rugby.
Yeah,
bandwagon. I know enough to hold a conversation because a guy I do the plays with, he's a massive Irish rugby. Goes to a lot of games. Like, he might even be a season ticket holder. So, but yeah, and so I do always keep an eye on them, like results and stuff. So
the autumn series is kind of like that thing though, where it's like doesn't really mean anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just sort of like rugby players are just so proud of everything they do that they just don't want to lose, obviously. But yeah, they kind of mean nothing. You're looking again, no hope really until a World Cup, Six Nations, even the Six Nations now. We've fallen into the trap of COVID. We've won it so many times now.
Yeah,
kind of like doesn't mean that much.
Unless you do like a Grand Slam where you win every single match.
Yeah. You lose one game and you're just like, nah, just I'll not watch us play Wales next week.
Yeah, because you know you're gonna win anyway. Like so, but yeah, that's the rugby autumn series. Or would you have any interest in going to a rugby match? Have you been to an Iron rugby match before?
I would absolutely love to go, but I've just never had like my hands on a set of tickets. My uncles and all went to France for the World Cup and stuff like that, but rugby seems to be one of those ones where it's just full of people that don't know what rugby is. Like everyone that's into rugby can't. You're going to prove my point here. Everyone that doesn't know what rugby is gets tickets to it. Now, continue what you're going to say there.
So I went on Ulster rugby match last year, 2 years ago. Loved it. Thought it was great.
Oh, it's class. Kingspan. I went. Leinster were playing, so like Johnny Saxon, all them boys, but Saxon came on the last 10 minutes or something. But he was warming up on the sideline where we were, and fuck, I was absolutely, I can't even tell you what happened in the second half. I was rode off. It's because of that you drink in the stands and all. It's class.
If I can get us tickets to Irish rugby, Sean, would you
absolutely yes,
right,
absolutely.
With me. I can't sweat that.
I was up the front row being like, Johnny, you're the best looking man I've ever seen in my life, and you knew you could hear me. Do you know, like one of them? Like it's like when people heckle golfers, you know, there's no one else speaking. I'm going, Johnny, your hair's gorgeous, mate, and everyone's looking at me going, shut the fuck up.
Actually, I think I'll just go by myself, so I'm not going
but no, the rugby's good. Although I'll say this about Ulster rugby: the most depressing chant in the world belongs to Ulster rugby fans. Have you heard it?
Was that a stand up for the Ulstermen?
No, it's the one where they just go Ulster.
No.
It just sounds like the Stanley line's coming in for like a minute. They just keep doing that on repeat. I'm going, this is the most middle class chant of all time.
Is it like the American soccer where they're like, fight and win? You see that?
It's a different level. It's a different level of cringe. That one's just boring and like there's just no creativity. At least the American ones are like cringy creative. Sort of thing.
That's unbelievable.
Shout out the Ulster rugby. The Ulster rugby fans. They are middle class heroes. The bunch of them.
They are. They are very middle class.
They go to my local beforehand for pints, and I think a pint of Guinness is like £6.30 or something, and no one complains about it. I'm in there fuming. You're going, what the fuck is this bullshit? And they're all going, the Guinness is mighty creamy before the rugby. Someone drink my piss, and fucking rugby people.
Anyway, rugby banter's weird banter. Like
they're a strange old bunch. They're a strange crew. Like
whereas like the GA, you paid €90 for a ticket to like Crow Park. You spent €60 on a train down or whatever it is, like bus down, car down, and you're paying €8 for a pint, and all you do is complain about the prices and stuff in Dublin. Fucking disgrace prices here. That's the real people. That's people we can relate to, Sean.
Yeah. The last time I was in Crow Park, it was Armagh down double header a couple of months ago there, and it was the funniest thing ever. So they have the rules as well. We can't bring drink into the stands, obviously, which I don't really understand, Akil, because it's not a feisty sport. Do you know what I mean? For people in the stands.
No, it's not.
So I'm like, but anyway, see the rush like every single time, because this game went before the game. We were in there for an hour drinking, and then halftime you obviously get 2 pints. You can't just get 1 pint. You have to have 2.
You have
to make it worthwhile. The second half's gonna be long. Then because Armagh were playing, it went to fucking extra time. So you actually came out again at full time to get more pints. Out again at halftime, extra time to get more pints, and then out again to get pints at full time to take out the gate with you at Crow Park. Fucking spent a fortune. And I must have missed half the game because I kept leaving 5 minutes early to beat the queue to get my pints.
But the queue was still massive anyway. You know
what I mean? There's boys not even going in, just kind of standing at the alleyway, like looking down with like a creek in their neck, ordering pints.
That's boys who've got a ticket because everybody else is going. No, nothing. Having a clue what's going on. Who's playing there? I haven't a clue.
They may as well have been stand drinking in the local GA club in the stand. Like they're seeing the exact same. They're looking at cement walls and drinking like out of plastic cups. Same experience, mate.
Yeah.
But yes, right. Have we anything else we need to talk about? Plug before the end of the show?
No, nothing to plug in there for now. I don't think.
Lovely. Guys, if you enjoyed or you're enjoying the live stream, leave us a wee like, leave us a wee comment. We're gonna have this out on Spotify tomorrow morning, so 6 a.m. This goes live every morning on Spotify.
Join our Patreon. Get
on the Patreon with more content coming.
Yes, it's £1 a month. It's mere £1. Join it. There's stuff already up there, but we're going to be a lot of like more bonusy kind of stuff on it. Yeah. So get on to that. Save Madden's on Tuesday night.
And get your tickets bought for the Middle East Beast in Coal Island. Lads, they're selling hot. They are selling hot.
They are selling hot.
Hotter than the Dubai desert. These tickets are selling. So you need to go get them.
It's Riyadh season in the Crack Theatre. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
That's fucking fantastic. Eddie Hearn just sitting in the back. Fucking McGregor in the front row being like, see what he done there with that joke? You see what he done? He slipped him and then he could have a call back at the end.
That would be unbelievable. That's it. Yeah. So looking forward to that. Can't wait.
But thanks everyone for listening that has tuned in. We'll see you all again next week, Sundays, 8 p.m. More chat, more news, more shade talk. See you then.
See you all later.
Oh, just let me that clock keeps ticking like